Hey guys, it's Jeremy Ashburn with SENukeX.tv, and this is the account creation training video. The goals of this video are to show you how to do profile account creation, talk about the importance of organizing your profiles, and also give you some tips and tricks at the end. So let's take a look at the software.
Now, most of the sites that SENuke submits to actually requires accounts on each of these sites. So this account creation module is where you actually create these accounts. Without creating these accounts, you could not submit to most of the sites that's inside SENukeX. Now, this account creation module creates accounts for all the submission modules inside SENukeX except one, and that's the form profile module. Now, how you create accounts for that module, we'll show you how to do that later. So to create an account, I hit New, Account Creation, and that opens up this highlighted window, and I can call it New Account Creation. You just title whatever the name of the project you want to title it, and you double click to open it.
So the first thing you want to do before you do anything else is set up a username and password on this account creation tab.
And the easiest way of doing this is hitting the Generate Random Profile button. You can hit this a couple of different times to give you different options. Now, after creating accounts, most sites are actually going to send you verification emails, or these are emails that you have to click a link to confirm that the email belongs to you. And you actually have to do that when you set up an email address as well. But the good news here is that SENukeX automates this mind-numbing task, so it's a lot quicker. So what I'm just going to do here is make sure this is checked. Verify emails automatically 1 minute after account creation. Now I can put a 0 in here, which will actually verify the emails automatically, and I don't have to wait 1 minute. Or most of us suggest leaving this as 1 minute after account creation. The next thing to do is to create an email address is you hit Create Email Address, and you can either download a pre-created Hotmail account, a Yahoo Mail account, Hotmail, or AOL Mail account. So most of us are doing the pre-created Hotmail account. So what's happening here, it's logging into the email, and it's setting up a rule that all emails that come into this email address go to the inbox. Nothing goes to the spam. So that means you'll get all the emails that are verified will go directly to the inbox and not the spam folder. Now, what's going to happen here is this is going to wait 1 minute to verify the email, and I'm just going to verify it manually on this Verify Emails tab by hitting Start Verifying Emails. So then it downloads the email, it verifies it, and it's done. This is actually a multi-threaded process here that happens, so if you have a lot of emails, it'll verify a lot of emails real quickly. Okay, so at this point, before doing the next thing, you actually need to create a profile name. What you can do is either select one of these profile names to add to, or you can create a new profile name by hitting this Quick Add button. It pops up a window, and it's on Quentin Berry. I like actually having a little organization here. So what I would do here is put an A for all accounts and then 001 and then Quentin Berry. So what this tells me here is that A means that this account profile is set up for all the accounts. And it's account profile 001, and then here's the username Quentin Berry. It really doesn't matter how you set up your organization there, but just have some kind of organization. I suggest you do that so you don't get confused. So then save profile. So then you can see Quentin Berry is up there, A001. Okay, now what you've got here is the ability to select what kind of accounts you want to create. One account profile that you select here can have all of these accounts set up, or just individual accounts set up. Either way you want to do it. So you can select all the sites to be set up under this one profile, or you can actually set up individual sites, 2 or 3, 3 or 4, whatever ones you want set up there. So I'm going to select all sites. And at this point, you either start or schedule the project. So if I hit schedule, what that's going to do is open the option here to start this project at a certain time, or start the project after another project is complete. Either it's completed or completed for the day. And of course, too, you can spread the submission over a period number of days and distribute it evenly or randomly if you want to. So we're just creating accounts, so we're just going to do it manually here, but this is how you would do the scheduling if you want to do that. To start the process, I just hit start. So if I want to, I can look at the submitter anytime by maximizing it. So what's happening here is the submitter actually has 4 browsers open. And what it's doing in each one of these browsers is going into each different website, creating accounts, logging in with the username and password, creating an account, and logging out. So if I look at one of them here, I can see that it's filling in the username and password, it's solving the CAPTCHA, and it's logging out. And this whole submitter process is a lot faster than it used to be, primarily because Senuke has now multi-threading and multitasking. So this means that dual-core and quad-core systems, with those kind of systems, account creation is happening a lot faster. Okay, so that's just one of the windows. You can see that actually 4 windows are happening at once here. And if you use 4 windows, you're going to find that there's actually a higher success rate, about 90%, if you use 4 browsers at once. Now some of us have reported that using 8 browsers doesn't actually lower the success rate. You can experiment and find out what works for you there. I actually have an Intel quad-core system that's running at 3 GHz with 12 gigs of RAM. So sign-up seems to happen a little faster with this system than on my laptop, 1.4 GHz dual-core, kind of an energy-efficient laptop that doesn't use much battery life but runs slower. It really doesn't actually matter how long account creation takes, because you're going to actually want to create accounts and also spread submission over days or even weeks so you can stay off Google's radar. So you can see here that it's working on these 4 different social networks at once: TerraPad, Thoughts, SOS Blog, and Brave Journal. When it signs up successfully here, you're going to get a green checkbox, and when it's unsuccessful, you get a red X. Okay, so I can see the success rate is actually doing pretty good here. It looks like it's about maybe 70–80%. And keep in mind your success rate is actually going to be pretty high if you use 4 browsers at once. As that's going on, let me talk a little more about organizing your profiles here. And I just want to stress here that it's really important that you organize and have some kind of system for keeping your profiles in line. The system I'm using here is the first letter of the project name, and then the number of the account, and then the account name. So essentially B001 Jan Stanford, this tells me that this is the bookmarking account 001 Jan Stanford. And then I have R for RSS project, P for profile nuke, etc. So I'm just essentially titling the first letter of the type of project it's set up for, and then giving it numbers. And then we'll organize it by name, which makes it a lot easier. When account creation is done, Senuke will wait 1 minute to verify all the email addresses. Or you can actually verify them manually by clicking the Start Verification Now. So what's happening here is it's downloading all the emails. It's going to download and click the verification email link in each one of these emails. And you'll notice it's happening really fast here because this is a multi-threaded process. And as that's going on here, I want to mention a couple new features in the account creation module that we have here compared to the old Senuke version. You can now verify emails stored on an IMAP server, not just POP3. I also mentioned earlier that email verification is a lot faster than it used to be because it's multi-threaded. You can actually verify 50 emails at once with this multi-threaded system. You can actually also set up your own email address if you want to under Custom Email. And what you're going to do here is just put in your incoming mail server, username, password, and then the server port, if it requires SSL or not. And you can also delete emails on the server after downloading. This custom email actually, if you set it up this way, it will actually give you a higher success rate than just using one of the built-in emails. Now when you select the custom email drop-down, this information actually fills in here from the options, email. What you do is you put the information here under the email tab, fill out all the information for your custom email, and then whenever you select custom email from the drop-down, it fills in. Okay, so now the email verification is complete. Okay, so that's account creation. So essentially to recap here, when this window opens up, you're going to select the sites you want to have set up. You're going to hit generate random profile. You're going to get an email address here, and then you're going to assign a certain profile to it or set up a new profile and hit Save Profile. And then at that point, you make sure the Verify Email is checked, and that's going to verify emails 1 minute after the account creation, and then you hit Start. And then when that's complete, you'll have the accounts set up under all those sites.
Let's end this video with some tips and tricks at the end. Now make sure you're using proxies if you're setting up a lot of nukes that happen in a short period of time. That way you'll stay under the radar. Also, try using custom emails instead of the built-in emails. I found that sometimes you'll get a higher success rate doing that. Also, make sure you're organized. I showed you the way I organize everything. Use your own system or use my system, but just make sure you have some way of organizing all your profiles so you don't get all mucked up. Alright, so that's the end of this training video. See you in the next.